Here we are, Market Street, Center City, Philadelphia, going for a scoop. And today, Philadelphia Unedited. We're going to do a walk from Center City, Philadelphia. We're at 18th and Market, and we're going to wind up around Independence Hall, which is at 5th and Market. And we're going to do it completely unedited. No cutting, no pausing. We're just going to go. Unless something happens and I pause. But, all right, here we go. Hey, no. All right. Smells funny in here. Look at this. Look at this hallway. I love the roof in this building. The lights. Art Deco. This is the. Oh, yep.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch my train.
Oh, there you go. She's going down to the train station. I'm holding her up. But look at this, man. Beautiful building. Oh, I'm holding. Oh my God. There you go. Oh, just getting in everybody's way. This is the Mellon Center. I never went this way. Look at this. They have a bank of payphones. But they don't have. Oh, there was one payphone. There's this payphone. This is going to lead me to Suburban Station, which is a train station where you can catch SEPTA's Regional Rail, the nice train. I used to always catch the train here, and I would always look at this, and you get the weather. It's 3 o'clock. It's 58 degrees. You know, we might stop and get something to eat. We might do a food review. But maybe. We'll see. I'm a little hungry. I just found out the whole vegan movement started in Philadelphia in the 1800s. And I that's what's so great about this city is you learn something new every day. If you want to. You don't have to. But you can learn something new every day. And I found veganism started in Philadelphia on 2nd Street. And it's actually a vegan sandwich shop or something. I don't know. I don't know what those goofball vegan eat. Oh, I don't mean to say. My mom's a vegan. I shouldn't say such mean things. But, so I was going to go to the first vegan space. But that's at 2nd Street. And I'm all the way at 18th Street. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. All right. So down here, in the wintertime, there's usually a pretty big encampment of homeless people down here. But I was just talking to my friend, Nick, who owns a record store in the area. And he was telling me that this winter's been so mild. Like he hasn't even really put the heat on in his record store, except like for that one weekend we were in the 20s. So I don't know how big, you know, of a encampment we got going on here. But there are some people, you know. This is a great place. If you ever need to get a haircut, you go right here. I can't imagine. I don't know how many people come here, but you can come here, get a haircut. It's always the two guys sitting on their phone, waiting for somebody to come. How much is a haircut these days? $35. Got my haircut in there. How long ago was that? That's when I was working at Boyd's. 8 years ago, it was $20, $25. At the time, it was probably still one of the more expensive haircuts I've gotten. Well, we're making speed here at Suburban Station. This is the Dollar Tree. Whenever you go to this dollar store, it doesn't matter how many people are in there, you are going to wait in line. There's always a line. Oh, it doesn't. There's a little bit of a line. So whenever you come down here, you catch a train, I would go to the dollar store to get a soda. But if I was waiting for a train, I wouldn't go in there. Like if I knew the train was coming, I wouldn't go in there because I just knew I would miss the train. So here it is. Septus Frontline Heroes. A little tip of the cap to all those people who worked during the pandemic. I wish they would clean the L's as often as they did as during the pandemic. I wish they would come and spray down and clean the train. I rode the L a few times in the last. The L is Philadelphia's train system. It's one of the trains that you could take. It's probably the most used train. And it's usually people smoking drugs and pissing, and I've seen people die on it. It's pretty horrible. Uh-oh. Retail opportunity here at Suburban Station. I often wonder how these card stores, stay open for so long. Like, what's the markup on cards that they can stay open? Got a Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, Girl Scout cookies. Uh-oh. I'm going to go this way. They're playing music. So you can catch a train here. You can go to Trenton, New Jersey. And when you hop on that train in Trenton, New Jersey, you can go to, you can hop, I think it's the R7 train. You can hop on that, and that will take you right to New York City. So you can get to New York City from this train station. No, I don't. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I am the captain. I should know these things. The flower. Oh, she's close though. Oh, she is close. Actually, should I go back and tell her? No, I'm not going to go back and tell her. It's kind of creepy down here, right? There's a haircut place. Uh-oh. Hashtag piss. What's this? We got Dunkin' Donuts. Kong dog. Thank you. We're going up. I had to cut for a second. They were playing some music. But right here, take this escalator, get you right to Philadelphia City Hall. Nice. You got a lot of food trucks here. Sometimes you get those. There you go. You got some Jehovah's Witnesses standing here. Sometimes, if I would catch a train and I would need something to read, I would always take something off them. Just listen. I gotta take the train home. I need a pamphlet to read. There it is. This is the clothespin. Have you ever seen the movie Trading Places? That was filmed right here on that corner. Hashtag pot. And this is the clothespin. If you look at this was installed somewhere around 1976, and it's made by this artist who makes things embracing each other. So if you look at it, it looks like a clothespin. But if you smoke a jazz cigarette and you look at it, you might see two people hugging, embracing. So that's the clothespin. Right there, that's Philadelphia City Hall. That's where the mayor works, I think. I don't know what this mayor's doing. She seems like she's been busy. she's still hiring people, so you can't really expect much to happen inside the city. Right here at City Hall, you're not allowed to ride your scooter. They'll tell you, get off your scooter, dickhead. So I walk the scooter here. Oh, I saw this new rule that the mayor enforced. Like, in the Philadelphia library system, like certain branches have Twitters or Instagrams, and the mayor is saying, like, she doesn't want anybody tweeting unless it's approved from City Hall. And that also means, like, if I want to cover an event at the free library, where, like, sometimes they have famous people do interviews, I need permission from the mayor. So I don't think I'm going to be doing many events in the free library system. I wonder if that means in the City Hall area too. Oh, I don't know. But the librarians, or the people who run the social media accounts for the libraries, they're up in arms. They feel like they're being censored. And I was like, what the hell are you guys tweeting on the library page? But I love this building. It's crazy. There are times, like today it's 60 degrees. So I was sitting in the house and Mrs. Captain was like, you got to get out. It's nice. I've been having, I have a tough time getting out of the house in wintertime because of the, hashtag incense? What a weird smell. I hear Flute Guy. And it's such a nice day today. And usually I can come down to Center City. I don't think I'm going to see anything crazy today because of the weather being a little chilly. But usually on a nice warm day, I could just come down here for 4 hours and I guarantee I will see some kind of craziness. And that's what I was doing today, looking for some craziness. But then I realized it's the first week of February. A lot of people out 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Did I do it? Can I scoot through the park without anybody telling me to get off my scooter? I can, and I did. Oh, okay. We might have a news story. Let's see. Flowers, man. Flowers in February. Oh. Somebody put a sign about cars staying away from bikes. The bike lanes in Philadelphia don't get the respect they should. Actually, nothing gets the respect it should in this city. And like you see this guy just saying, okay. There we go. Like, let's see, we will have jaywalking? No, okay. Busier tourist attractions. Nobody here today. You'll have a bunch of people here this weekend. Valentine's Day, right? Matter of fact, let me take my selfie for my Instagram page, and that way I can, all right, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. And you get to see that as a picture. Oh, hey, Ma, open up my Instagram. Okay, there ain't nothing going on. And see, this is what I kind of. In the summertime, there's a water fountain. You'll have like homeless people sleeping in here. Sometimes you'll have homeless people washing their junk in the sprinklers of the water fountains. It's very entertaining in the summertime. It's just, we're just missing out on the crazy to make this a truly entertaining scoop. We got some old cars going down. Uh-oh. What a horrible place to break down. This is literally the worst place in the world to break down. Turn down the music. I'm vlogging. Let me see. Well, whenever I do these walks, I usually dip into the Reading Terminal Market. I guess I should do that again. Why not, right? There he is, Bongo Bill. This guy's a good street artist. Oh no, this isn't Bongo Bill. It's another bongo guy. What the hell is this? Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much. This is it. This is the Reading Terminal Market. If you got one place if you were in Philadelphia and you got 30 minutes and you need one place to go, I usually tell people to go here. This is kind of, well, it's not exactly, but you're sort of in between the Rocky statue and Independence Hall. You're actually a lot closer to Independence Hall. Cheesesteaks. I've never had a cheesesteak. Well, I have a cheesesteak in there, but I don't have a favorite cheesesteak place. I usually go, when I come here, I go to a place up here called The Nick's. But it's a market. You get, chicken wings and chicken liver and popcorn and all types of things. One of the better smelling places in the city. Outside, don't go outside. Inside it smells good. Man, it's great to see this place busy again. Back in 2020, during the pandemic, nobody was in here. There were times I would come in here, and the amount of people you see standing in this one space, and I think they're in line for, what are they in line for? I don't know. What is this? Oh, the chicken and waffles place. I've never had this. I'm a big fan of waffles. What about you? I don't want to get controversial, but if you had to pick one, would you go waffles or pancakes? I go waffles all day, any day. Or how about this? Waffles or French toast? Oh, I go waffles. Big fan of waffles. There's a lot of Amish people that work in this market. They have donuts that they make over here. They're like the sweetest donuts I've ever eaten in my life. Got some seafood. Oh, it smells so good in here. Right down the street from here is the Pennsylvania Convention Center. So a lot of people will come here during like the car show or a tattoo convention. You come here, you get something to eat. Get yourself a brick of cheese. This is the place with the crazy donuts. Outrageous. Look at these things. Come on, Agnes. There you go. Come on. There you go. Let's get the... Yeah, look at that donut. Work of art. It's a work of art. There it is, Independence Hall, right? That's where Nicolas Cage hung out with Ben Franklin. This is John Barry. If you ever heard of the Commodore Barry Bridge, that I think it's in Delaware. You take the Commodore Barry Bridge, gets you to New Jersey, and John Barry was a Commodore, and he was like America's first Rambo. This building is the second bank of the United States. It's no longer a bank, it's actually a portrait gallery of the founding fathers. You go in here, is it open today? It's not open. Nah, it's not open today. It's actually, if you go inside here, it's a portrait gallery of the founding fathers. Like there's a guy named Charles Wilson Peale who painted a lot of portraits of like Washington and Lafayette and all, and they got a bunch of paintings he did, and other artists did paintings inside here. It's only open in the summer months. And you know what the thing is? Not many people ever go in here. It's a very lowly. It's a poorly, well, not poorly. It's just not that busy. Also, people don't know what it is. So if you stand in this space, this is the only space in Philadelphia that you can do this. But maybe, I don't know how many places in America you could do this, but you can see every century of American architecture right here in your vision. This building here was built 1700s. The second bank of the United States, that was built in the 1800s. This building right here is a replica, and that was built in the 1900s. And you see that glass tower right there? That was built in the 2000s. You can see every century of American architecture in one eyesight. So this whole park's getting renovated. I believe this is the location of Dr. Benjamin Rush's house when he was like working in this area. This park was built, I think it was like a Victorian garden, and then they ripped that all up recently. And coming soon, in the next few months, there will be a bell here, and that will be the Centennial Bell. That will be the Bicentennial Bell. And that was a bell given to Philadelphia by Queen Elizabeth II. And in 1976, she actually came here, right here on this block, and gave us this bell called the Bicentennial Bell. And this whole park is going to be a big display of that bell, pointing at it. But this is the bell. Matter of fact, is that it right there? I don't know if that's the bell tower. This is the Merchant Exchange building. This is another place where people go to take wedding photos. It's actually the office for the park rangers. They have a little section in here. It talks about the history of this building. Oh man, it's getting warmer as the day goes on. Yeah, check out this building. It's so cool looking. Yeah. A lot of people come here, take photos. Right here at this building, I'll show you the sign. This is where Alexander Hamilton lived when he lived in Philadelphia. It's not the building. They tore that down. They didn't preserve much of the history back then. They just knocked everything down. And so Alexander Hamilton lived right here when he was Secretary of the Treasury. And the Treasury's office was right down the street. And he had an affair with a woman who lived the next block down. He was very efficient, that Alexander Hamilton. There it is. That's the first bank of the United States. This is the one that they're remodeling. And if you see the eagle on top of the first bank of the United States, that is the first eagle ever used on a federal building in the United States. Look at that. The first bank. And the Queen stood somewhere, Queen Elizabeth stood somewhere right around here with Mayor Frank Rizzo. This is the Museum of the American Revolution. And this is probably the best museum in this area. I would highly recommend, if you're going to visit one, I would do this before the Constitution Center. If you see the stars right there, there are 13 of those stars. They're 6-pointed stars. And Betsy Ross, her claim to fame is when they were making the original American flag, she said, hey, don't make those stars 6-pointed, make them 5-pointed. It's easier for your flag makers. So those were the original stars. Betsy Ross made them 5-pointed stars. Or they say, check out this, fire! Cannons. And then, right here, here's another photo opportunity. You got the Founding Fathers looking all pissed off. Seriously, do they look like they're happy? What? Here it is, the Ben Franklin Museum. You go this way. You see that structure sitting up. That is a ghost house. That is what we believe to be the outline of what Ben Franklin's house sort of looked like. Ben Franklin and his wife, they didn't live together very much. Ben was spending a lot of time in Europe, and his wife was in Philadelphia. So she kind of oversaw things when the house was being built. So Ben and his wife, why am I drawing a blank? Ben and his wife wrote letters back and forth to one another. And you can see, Deborah, that was her name, Deborah. You can see these notes that they have. Sally has the south room, up 2 pairs of stairs. Look at this. See, they're talking about the house. I am much obligated to my good old friends that they did me the honor to remember me. I hope to soon drink with them in the parlor. Isn't that nice? This is like Ben Franklin wrote a letter. Ben wrote a letter to his wife, and he was like, have you moved everything? Have you put my stuff away, and have you locked up my books? And then Deborah's like, yeah, cuz. Yeah, I locked everything up. Stop being such a nervous Nelly. And everything's locked up. You got your glasses, all your electricity stuff. And yeah. And right here, if you go over this spot, this is the privy pit of Ben Franklin's house. And what they would do with the privy pits is they would throw down their waste, their pee-pee and poo-poo would go down that little hole. So what you're looking at, we don't have anything really at Ben Franklin's house, but we sort of have his toilet right there. Ben Franklin's toilet. America.